Okay, let's get into it. Delete the default cube, create a plane, go into modifiers, add new modifier, geometry nodes, new, go into the geometry nodes tab. Now we want to instance on points. Instance on points. Wait, fuck. No points. Distribute. I'm sorry. Distribute points on faces, and this will basically create points that we will later replace with the grass model. Now I want to add instance on points node. Place it here, and now we can see that there is nothing here because we have nothing inside of this socket, inside of this instance socket. If we add a cube and we plug it in, there is going to be gazillion cubes in here. Now we don't want that, we want grass, so we need to actually add some grass first of all. Now you can download some from like Polyhaven or some stuff like that, I don't know. I just have my own collection here. I downloaded this for free, and I can't remember from where. If I remember where I downloaded this from, I will link it in the description. Some grass, like something like this maybe. Some normal grass as well. Select all, go into put it into a new collection. We can call this grass, and we can click on one, go Shift G, collection, so that we select everything and just move it to the side so that we don't see it when we work on our geometry nodes. Now back to the geometry nodes. We want to drag this whole collection into the geometry nodes tab, and we want to plug it into the instance. Now we can see that nothing really happened, and that's because, yeah, we forgot to click the relative button. And now we can see that it's here, but it's a little big. So now we want to add a transform geometry node, and we want to scale it down a little. And we also want to do separate children and reset children. So now if we preview, the grass only spawns exactly on the place where the plane is. Okay, let's now add the wind. So basically we want to change the rotation and animate it. So we can, let's add a noise texture and add a position, plug it in, go into rotation, and we are adding this because we are also going to add a math node and change this to vector math. Wait, I'm stupid. It's not math, it's vector math. Now we want to duplicate this, add it here, and go minus 0.5 because for some reason the noise texture is just offset by 0.5 on all the axes. So this is the x-axis, y and z. And now we can finally get to animating this. So we want to click on here and go hash frame slash, actually we can just go frame so that you see what it does. If I bring up the timeline here, so now whatever frame we're on, it's going to translate into this tab here. So we can see that it's just constantly updating the value in this box. But we can see it's a little fast, so we can just go divide it by 200, and it's pretty good now. Okay, but we can see that the grass is acting a bit weird because it's all clumped up together. Now, if you're, depending on what kind of assets you have, you may or may not have this problem, but you will most likely have this problem. So now just go into tab edit mode and go P by loose parts. Yep. Now we separated each grass stem by loose parts, so now they're not clumped up together. Basically we separated anything that was levitating. Now we want to, so basically we want to clump them all up and move their origin points so that they're not rotating from from the middle of the stem, but they are rotating from the bottom. So after we separate by loose parts, we want to go into object mode and object, geometry to origin. And we can see now it's all in one place. So now we just want to go into edit mode, bring it all a little bit up. That's too much. I'll just go to side view and something like that. And now if we rotate it, we can see that the origin point is on the ground. Okay, let's go back to the GeoNode setup. Okay, so now we also want to click this pick instance, and it's basically instead of picking the whole collection, it's only going to pick the loose parts that we created, the selection of loose parts. And now when we actually, let me make this plane a little bit smaller so that we don't have to blast the numbers in order to see it, and scale it up a bit, and we can see that essentially we have something that, you know, like feels like grass. And if we add a little plane under it, you can just really see that it feels like grass. By the way, I pressed Control Space to do this. Now, one more thing we can do is we can randomize the scale, although it's not really necessary if you have a lot of assets, but it's just that extra detail. So bring up a random value, put it in, and make the minimal like 0.5 and the max like 1.1. And now it's a little different. Yeah, now it's a little different. So that's basically how you make grass wave without destroying your computer. Although my computer is pretty slow, so it still destroys it quite a lot. I don't even know what I'm talking about by